Hello and welcome to the Downsized. My name is Lorraine Durham, and this is the channel where we talk about all things GLP, health and weight loss related. So why am I wearing a towel on my head, you might ask? Because this is one of my Get Ready With Me videos. I tried to do one of these a couple weeks ago, forgot to put the microphone on, so that didn't work out so well. So I'm trying it again today. So if you're new here, welcome. If you've been here forever, welcome back. I hope that you will like and subscribe to The Downsized. We put out new video content just about every day on everything you can imagine on GLP-1 weight loss. So today is going to be one of my Get Ready With Me videos. And before we get started, I'd just like to mention that I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. This is just me talking to you, our viewers, about GLP-1 topics. Okay. So I got out of the shower, got dressed, and as you can see, my hair is a little damaged, so I'm just gonna go about my business. So what I was doing this morning was I was doing some stuff in the yard, and I had to clean out JoJo's litter box. Yeah. And it's morning, and I was using the hose. I was trying to get some gunk off of our air conditioner units outside so that our upstairs air might work a little bit better. And I was getting bit by mosquitoes. I've always been bit by mosquitoes my whole life. They have tortured me as long as I can remember, and I get big welts. So they bite me, it swells up, and then it starts itching, and it doesn't stop for like a week. And I scratch and I itch, and I have all kinds of different anti-itch medicines. Anyway, why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this because I got several bites out in the yard today. One on my leg. The bite swelled up, like it always does, and I'm like, great. And then I came inside and got ready to shower. I'm like, there's no welt there. There's no bite there. I don't know if it's the Tirzepatide taking inflammation out of my body. I've noticed this before. A couple weeks ago, we were outside at a friend's pool, and we were all getting bit by mosquitoes. And I came home. I went to put my hydrocortisone cream on them. Nothing. No bites, no welts. So this has never happened, and now it's happened a couple times in a row. So I'm thinking is my body now, is the Tirzepatide taking out that inflammation from my body? Is it taking it out that quickly? Because that would really be wild, wouldn't it? So if you have that experience, put a comment in and let me know. Okay. The other thing I wanted to talk about today is a new workout challenge that I want to do. I'm using my It's a 10 blow dry balm. It's linked in our Amazon store below. We're Amazon affiliates, so I'll have links to all these things, and you can check them out if you want or not. Sometimes people want to know. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, we were talking on our weekly weigh-in, and I was talking about when I was in elementary school, we had a thing called the Flex Arm Hang Challenge. It was part of the presidential physical fitness test in the 80s. And I remember because Ronald Reagan was president. And if you passed it, you got a certificate signed by the president. I mean, not really, it was a copy, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. So this is my Rodan and Fields stuff. I'm a Rodan and Fields seller. I'll link this in the description too. Okay. Make sure you get your neck. Yeah. So part of the challenge of the presidential physical fitness test was you had to do a shuttle run, you had to do a 50-yard dash, you had to do a 100-yard dash, you had to do so many sit-ups in a minute. And then one of the challenges was a flex arm hang for the girls. You just had to put your chin above the bar and hang there, I think for 30 seconds. And the boys had to do so many pull-ups or chin-ups. I don't remember which one. And I remember working on this so hard that I could do all the things. This is also Rodan and Fields. Hydration. But I could not do the flex arm hang. And it came time for the test, and so our PE teacher, Mr. Pierce, is out there with the clipboard and the stopwatch, and I think I had to hang there 30 seconds, and I think I hung there for 25 seconds before I dropped. Well, needless to say, I was crushed because I really wanted to pass it. All my friends could pass it. All my skinny friends could pass it. So, just kind of was like, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't I pass this? Rodan Fields, it has SPF in it. You should wear SPF every day. Okay. So I was thinking, on my quest to lift weights more, get some more strength training in at the gym, I would try to do an assisted pull-up. Now, I've tried to do assisted pull-ups before. I used to go to a CrossFit gym called Teal Fitness. Shout out to Quentin and Janine, and Janelle if they're watching. They're probably not watching. This is my eye cream. And we used to do pull-ups at the gym, and we would use these. They didn't have the assisted pull-up machine, but they had like these rubber bands that you could put around your knee and then strap them to the bar, and then you could use them to help lift you up. Well, even with those rubber bands, I couldn't do it. So Quentin would lift me up. So here's 200-pound me trying to do a pull-up or a chin-up, right? So I think my trainer was getting more of a workout than I was getting. And so I couldn't do them. I mean, that didn't last long because I wasn't going anywhere with that. And so now I go to the rec center, and it's got 2 studios where they do classes. It's got an indoor track, it's got a basketball court, and it's got a weight room. It's got free weights and machines. So I sought out the assisted pull-up machine, and I tried to do a pull-up using the weights as like a pulley situation to give you a little bit of an advantage, a little bit of a boost. So I started doing that a couple of weeks ago, and I still can't do one. So I thought I'd put this challenge out to my viewers, to our subscribers, to our watchers, to say, let's try to do this, because strength is good. We want to be strong as we get older so we don't fall, so we have balance, so we're able to take care of ourselves and go through our day and do all the things that we want to do. I mean, I'm 56. I'm a mom of 3. My children are 19, almost 21, and 27. So, at some point, maybe in the future, it'll just be Christopher and I at home. And so, I want to be able to take care of myself. So I can't find what I want. I'll use this one. This is Estee Lauder under eye concealer. So I think it has SPF in it. It does not. So I started on the assisted pull-up with a weight of 50 as a counterweight. And the first day I did this, it was after one of my cardio dance classes. And I was talking to this other lady that does cardio dance and her name is Phyllis. And Phyllis is older than me. She's retired. Super smart lady. Super, super smart. Does all the cardio dance, does a lot of the classes at the gym, and she and I just yap. We're yappers. Talk about our kids, we talk about all kinds of stuff. I said, Phyllis, come with me, let's find this pull-up machine, and let's see if we can do a pull-up. She's like, okay. So we go over to the weight room, and there's a guy doing pull-ups on the thing. So we walk up to him, and we're like, will you show us how to do this? And he's like, sure. So he shows us how to do it, and she tries it, and I try it. And I could do like maybe one with the weight on 50. So I've been going to this pull-up machine now, like, I hate to tell you how long, maybe 2 weeks. Has it been that long? Maybe 3 weeks? Was it before the cruise? Anyway, been going to this pull-up machine and trying to do the pull-ups. And now I can do 40. On 40, I can do 2 solidly. And then I tried to do 30 and I fail. So I try to do them this way. I try to do them this way. A viewer told me I should use the hand holds that go this way. So I'm going to try that next. But I thought it might be, dare I say fun, to issue like a pull-up challenge. So, maybe you can send me your videos or post them on my Facebook group of you doing your pull-up challenge. So I have a Facebook group called the Downsized Adventure with Lorraine and Christopher. So we've got a couple thousand people on there. And so if you want to join that, you can. You have to answer a couple of questions so that we keep out the spam and stuff like that. Okay. So if you want to post maybe we could do hashtag pull-up challenge. How about that? Hashtag pull-up challenge, hashtag downsized. So that might be something good to do. So yeah, and I just do the one machine. So I finish my class that I'm doing, whatever class I'm doing that day, whether it's cardio dance, whether it's step, whether it's bar class, whatever it is. When I'm done, I just pop over to the weight room, put my stuff down, put the weight to 40, and try to do a few. And I feel like I could probably do other things, but I don't know how to do the other things. So I just go right to the weight machine and try it out. So if you have one of those machines at your gym, maybe you can ask somebody that's doing it to show you, or maybe there's a person that supervises the room that you could ask, or maybe, some people have talked about maybe starting with a personal trainer, or maybe you have a personal trainer. Maybe ask them about it. This is a Physicians Formula CC cream. I don't know. I got it at CVS. I'll put the link in the Amazon. I kind of like it for summer because it's kind of light. Okay. Got some Lorac powder. I know that's in the Amazon store because I use this one a lot. And I just use it to take the shine off my face, especially when we're recording a lot. I don't want to be too shiny. Okay. So what do you think about the pull-up challenge? I've been doing a lot of cardio dance lately. I tried to post a couple things on the YouTube channel, and then because they have music, I did AC/DC Thunderstruck. I did an Alicia Keys dance song. They came up with copyright violations. So I can't really post the full workouts that are even more than like a minute. I got a big smudge. Q-tips are your friend. With the cardio dance. Gosh, really not the greatest at makeup, but I do a little bit. Okay. I also have been loving this Laura Geller. It's like a powder. It's like a bronzer. And I've been using it instead of blush. So I just take my brush and do this. I think my mirror is dying. This is a Simple Human cordless rechargeable mirror. I think I got it maybe 10 years ago, so it might be dying at this point. I'll put a link to that in my Amazon. This is something I should have got on Prime Day as a replacement. That would have been something good to look for on Prime Day. Did you guys get anything good on Prime Day? We got air filters. I got a new hose. I got a sports bra, which I have linked in my Amazon store, which I really like, by the way. Linen pants, which I put on the Amazon store, and then I ordered them, and I really like them. They're going to be great for travel, for summer, into fall, airports, and that kind of situation. I found that when I go into restaurants now, I'm cold. Do you guys have that? I'm cold. It's the middle of summer. It's 100 degrees here in North Carolina, and I'm cold all the time. And it's so frustrating. It's frustrating to the point because I get physically, I just can't sit there because I'm so cold. So I have to remember to, put jeans on or put on long pants or take a sweater. I turned into my mother now with the sweater. I guess this is why, you know, people travel around with sweaters. I was never cold when I was overweight. I was always hot. I was always sweaty. I used to tell people at the gym, you know, I'm a sweater. Like, you're going to see me doing the most sweating. And now that I've lost 50 pounds, I'm not the sweater I used to be. I still do sweat, but it's not to the degree that I did. So I'm just taking an eyebrow brush. I've got my Tarte eyeshadow palette, and I'm putting this color in the crease. Another thing, I never had an eyelid crease before. My eyelid was just one solid puffy mass. But now I get what they say about an eyelid crease. Go figure. It's the little things, right? It's the little things that we never had that now we have, and we're like, oh, that's what that is. Put a little highlight on the top. I think it just pulls my eyes up a little bit. My eyes get puffy overnight, but I think now they're looking pretty good. They're still puffy. Okay. All right, so that's that. And one thing I also like to do now that we've been doing some more recording and my eyes are getting puffy all the time is an eyelash curler. That is like the secret. I used to do it all the time when I was younger, and then I stopped for some reason. I don't know why. Probably because when you have children running around, like, who has time to do all these things? Like, no one. But I always had makeup on. I always did have that. So this is my favorite mascara. It's the Tartelette XL, and it's tubing mascara. So it wraps your eyelashes in little tubes. So when you take it off at night, it comes off in one piece other than just a black mess all over your face. So I like that a lot. Is this thing come on? See, it doesn't come on like it used to. So I'm taking my eyebrow brush and I'm just making them all go the same direction. No big deal. Okay, so that's I told you about the bug bites. I told you about the pull-up challenge. And what else? Okay, so I'm just going to gently press. All right. I have been using another cream. I told y'all about this on the last one, and this is the Nivea Skin Firming and Toning Body Gel Cream, and I've been using it here because, you know, I don't know. My arms are pretty muscular, okay? They're pretty muscular, but I still have the loose skin part, which I don't like. Now, I did an interview the other day with Lynn, who went on the cruise with us on the Downsized cruise, and she had plastic surgery on her arms. And she details it in the interview, and she's got a ton of pictures. And they're kind of, honestly, you're kind of like, whoa, that's a lot to look at, because you see her like one day post-surgery, right? But now it's been, I think on the cruise, it was like 4 weeks post-surgery, and it really looked great. Like it really did. The only thing about when you get your arms, the loose skin removed with plastic surgery, there's a scar. So there's just a scar. So there's things you can do for that. There's creams and stuff, and you don't want to get sun on it. And, I guess at the beginning she had to wear a compression thing. So, if that's something you want to do when you're done with your weight loss journey, I don't think that's something that I'll do, just because I think I'm going to want to spend the money on the other parts of me, like filling in this wrinkle across my forehead with maybe some Botox, or maybe do something with my neck. Oh, I didn't put my neck cream on. So, and that's another thing that Lynn had done, was her neck. So I don't have, I'll put some on. So I do use this Rodan Fields neck cream. And I think it's pretty good. But honestly, before I bought this Rodan Fields one, I was using just a cheap one. I think it's just important to remember to moisturize this area, to exfoliate. And let's put the extra product on the back of my hands. To exfoliate, moisturize. Okay, now I'm going to do the other eye. Can you just tell the difference between the eyes? All right, so also, Christopher and I are in a contest called America's Favorite Couple. And basically it's a fundraiser that Variety magazine does. And you can vote for us once a day, one free vote a day. I think currently we're in 4th place in our group. I have no idea how many groups there are. I have no idea how many other couples are in this contest. I mean, we've been 4th and we've been 6th. So I know that there's at least 6. If you go to my Facebook page, Lorraine Durham, you can find a link to vote for us. Or if you go to America's Favorite Couple, you can probably see it that way too. Yeah, if we win $20,000 and we get to be in Variety magazine. Wouldn't that be cool? And while you're on Facebook, you might see Christopher in my mochi ad. So people who have been watching us for a while might remember that in February, Christopher and I got selected to fly to California and film an ad for Mochi Health. So we did. So we did that. And then, kind of everything kind of went crazy in about March. But now it's July and things have kind of, I would say, calmed down. And now this ad is running like all the time on Facebook. All my friends have seen it. My family's seen it. They're sending me screenshots of it. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's just kind of crazy. And so if you're on Facebook and you Google anything about GLP-1s, you'll probably see it. This is Rodan Fields Plumping Oil. It makes your lips a little bit fuller. And it's just a nice gloss. It's not too much. Okay. All right, now I'm going to blow dry my hair and I'll be back. Okay, done with the hair dryer. So this is the best hair dryer I've ever used. It's called the Silverbird Conair Pro. I don't ever see these at like Walmart. You have to go to like a beauty supply store or go to, I guess, Amazon. I've got one on my Amazon store. Best investment if you have thick hair. And speaking of hair, my hair used to be a lot thicker. If I look at old pictures of myself, I'm like, wow, I really did have a lot of hair. And I still do, only not as much. So some of it came out during my weight loss phase. Now keep in mind, I lost an average of 1.58 pounds per week over about 26, 28 weeks. So, that's not extreme weight loss. That is the average, because the average weight loss on GLP-1 medications is 0.5 pound to 2 pounds a week. So if you're in that range, congratulations, you're average. But, it's really hard if you're only losing 0.5 pound a week to stay motivated. But just know that is normal, that is average, and over the course of time, it's gonna all smooth out, right? So my hairdresser recommended Nutrafol, the vitamins, if you're having hair issues. I also switched shampoos to Nexus shampoos. I think it makes a difference, the hair products that you use. You can try different ones and see what you like. But I use the Nexus for the color, because I color my hair. Shh, don't tell anybody. And I use the It's a 10 products. So I've got regular It's a 10, and then I've got the blow dry It's a 10. And I think they're my favorites right now. I used to use Living Proof, but then they changed their formula and I don't know. I think they didn't start working as well. So I haven't dried my hair to fully dry. It's still, well, the sides are kind of dry. The back is not dry. I just don't like to dry it completely in the summertime because I feel like it's just so hot anyway, and I don't know. Maybe that's a mess. I've got curling iron. This one is just a Revlon curling iron. I've got the link in the Amazon store. I have a lot of curling irons. I probably have 3 or 4. Plus a couple of flat irons, plus a brush. I just never, I don't know, maybe I'm never happy with my curling irons. Okay, so I've got my comb, got my Hello Kitty mirror so I can see the back of my head, and I've got a pick. Okay, so girlies born in the 70s and 80s, do you use a pick to comb out your curls? I don't know why I use these. I've just been using them forever. I used to do spiral curly perms in the 80s. Did you guys do that? And I always used a pick. So anyway, I'm just going to put a few curls in here, and I'm going to tell you about a few things that are going on our channel. One of which is the Downsized Cruise 2026. We're having another Downsized Cruise. It's going to be in June of 2026. It's going to be on Royal Caribbean. And if you're interested in coming with us, you can go to bedownsized.org and check out all the information, and the link to our travel agent, Kelly and Roberta, we have 2, are on there. And it should answer all your questions, but do call Kelly if you want to book. Sometimes I go forward and sometimes I go back, and my hair is kind of curly, so it kind of does what it wants. And I try to go where it wants to go, but some days I don't even know where that is. Anyway, I hope you can join us for the Downsized Cruise. This past one, we had about 50 people, and it was really a lot of fun. It was really great to be with people who understand the disease of obesity, right? And even if you don't have the disease of obesity, maybe, your weight came on after a pregnancy or, during menopause or something like that. But, somehow you came to these GLP-1s and they've helped you. It was really nice to have people around that understood the struggle, right? And I thought, who's going to want to sit around a pool on a cruise? I didn't even go to the pool. I think we line danced the first day next to the pool, but that was really it. So if you're worried about like bathing suit situations, like don't be, because that really didn't come up. Anyway, I hope you can join us. So go to thedownsized.org to our website. You can also sign up for our email list there. You can see our full Amazon store. You can, we have a resources page that you can find out more about the GLP-1 medications if you would like some information. Also, we do news segments every week on GLP-1 news, so definitely subscribe for that. That's like our most popular show of the week. So yeah, what else can I tell you about? Christopher and I are going to be going to the Obesity Action Coalition Conference in Washington, D.C., coming up in a few weeks in July 2025. I don't know when you're watching this. Maybe you've already gone. But if you're around Washington, D.C., we are going to have a meet and greet. You can go to our website and find out all the details about that. We do ask that you register. It doesn't cost anything, but just to give us an idea of how many people and what size space we might need. We're also going to be at Obesity Week in Atlanta in November, and we're going to be there. We're going to have a booth next to Condi Carmack, our friend who is a molecular biologist. He has a great website called cancerobesityconnection.org, where he is doing some research, and he puts out a newsletter, which is great, on GLP-1s. So if you want like a daily newsletter full of GLP-1 info, go to cancerobesityconnection.org and sign up for his newsletter. Okay, now our newsletter, we've sent like 2 emails, so don't worry, you won't get very many from us. Condi, you will probably get an email every day with news that you have never heard of before. So he sends us things because his news comes from really all over the world, different things, different drugs coming out and stuff like that. Okay, I think I'm done. How do you know when you're done? I don't. Okay, also, Apple Watch. Do you guys use an Apple Watch? Do you track your steps? I used to be a big Fitbit step tracker, like I do Fitbit step contests with friends and stuff. This was pre-COVID. And then I kind of, I don't know, got tired of it, lost focus, I don't know. But I do like to keep track of steps and calories burned and things, and that's why I like the Apple Watch. Christopher won't wear an Apple Watch because he doesn't wear a watch for function or to tell time. He wears a watch as a style choice. He has a bunch of watches. He has about, I don't know, 30, maybe more. Okay. I don't know. It's kind of humid here today, so I'm not expecting a lot of this to do. But I think it's presentable for, going to the grocery store, going around town. All right, here is my Aussie hairspray that I had been using since 1984. I love the way it smells. I don't need a lot of it because it's pretty strong. So that's all. And I think that's everything today. Thank you for watching and getting ready with me. How'd it come out? What do you think? We're still kind of there. I think tonight what I'll do is do an eye mask. Do you guys ever do these like gel eye mask things? I got them at Christmas time. Hydrogel patches, and I have one specifically for eyes. I've seen people on TikTok like wearing the eye patches, like doing their TikToks. I'm like, you got something better to do later? Like, why did they do that? I don't know, but it made me think of that. So anyway, well, thanks for watching. I hope you hit like and subscribe while I was chattering away. Let me know about the pull-up contest. Check out the cruise. We hope you can go with us. And there's something else. I don't remember. So anyway, thanks for watching. My name's Lorraine Durham, and thanks for watching The Downsized. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Show me your muscles.